Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. So, today we are going to learn about the last lecture of the Python strings, starting with the split lines. Split lines is where you have a statement which has the line breaks. So, if you see, this is an example, and when you try to print it, it gives you something like this, as in the lazy brown fox, and all of them in different lines. So, what we are going to do is, using the split line, we are going to split them with the line breaks. So if you can see, I've applied this method, which is on my string 7, which has the values of the lazy brown fox with each character in different lines or with line breaks. And once I split it, it gives me an array of this sort. And if I require the line breaks as well, I can write down I can pass in a parameter as true. So when I pass in a parameter as true, you can see that slash n, which is a new line character, also comes in there. So this is what you can do with these split lines to break one paragraph into sentences. The next is alpha. So is alpha. In is alpha, what you're trying to do is you're trying to find if the string given to you or the variable given to you is all alphabets. So here you see I have an example in which I've written down all the alphabets in without any special characters. So the lazy brown fox. So I'm just checking the variable and it is returning me true here. So this is true, whereas the other one, in which I've given one space, is false. And then I've tried doing the 9 one as well. hmm All right, so very quickly, what I was trying to do was I was trying to put in the numbers and then check it whether it is giving me the right characters or not. So I'm just going to copy it so that we can update it very quickly and paste it below it. So let this remain as 8, this as 8, this as 8, and this as 8 as well. I'll take the string from here, update this one because that's what I did in an error. So let's just execute it again. So we see that my string 8, this Hazy Bond Fox is true. This one is false because it has a space before it. And this one is false because it has numerals in it. So let's just see one more thing. If I put in a full stop, it should what it should give me. So once I put in the full stop and then I run it, it still gives me a false. So the next is alphanumeric. So it would be checking if the given character is only alphabets and numbers. So it doesn't consider dot as the number there. And then I have put in this kind of an alphabets and the number. So I think uh, this is numeral for me. So when I run it, I get the following answer. The 10 is alphanumeric true. 10.46 is not false. 10 AER 46 is, so that is true as well. So this is where I'm checking if the character or the variable containing values is of alphanumeric kind or not. The next is digit. So here we are just checking whether the variable is digit or not. So you can see I have created a variable with my string 8, which is equal to 10, and then I'm checking it uh, whether it is a digit or not. In the second example, I've taken the variable as 10.46. I'm checking whether it is a digit or not, and then 10a46, and then I'm checking whether it is a digit or not. So can see the first is true, whereas the other two are false. And there is one limitation with this method. It can only be used with the strings. So you cannot use it with other data types. The next is numeric. So we are just checking the numeric part there. So doing the same thing, and I'm checking whether it is numeric or not. Then I've just tried doing something which is in order to find the difference. So I'm just going to copy this and let's see um, how it behaves in digit. So here I am going to paste it, and instead of the numeric, I'm going to change the method as is digits. And let's just run it again. It gives me this is false, and that is where the difference lies between the is digit and is numeric, because both of them are doing almost all the same things it is finding, but there are a couple of differences. Number one, if we write down a value by like 2 splash 2 divided by 3, digit says it's false, but numeral, when I'm checking the numeric, it says that that is true. So you can see my string 8, which is this, is true. Now let's just talk about 8 square as well. So I have used the Unicode character to do it, and it is returning me true here. So I'll be checking the same thing in digits as well. So here, let me just put in the method for digit, and let's check what do I get there. So I'm running it again, and you see is variable my string digit is true for 8 square as well. So it's all digits. So I hope that's not the difference. They are working the same, but we have to check for 2 divided by 3. The difference is whether that is a digit or not, which is false. And here it is saying that it is true. I was just doing some examples of Unicode, but then that's not very important. The other is printable. So we are checking whether the string value that we have is printable or not. So if it is printable, it returns true. If it is not, it returns false. In the first one, I've written down this is for you, and it is checking whether it is printable or not, and it says that it is printable. And in the second one, I have written down this is slash n as a new line for you, hash one, and it says it is not printable. So it will only be showing you the characters which are printable. New line character will not be a printable line there. Is space. So it will only tell you if the variable is holding only space. And if it is returns true. Otherwise, it will return false. So if one string contains of all white spaces, then it is going to return true, this method. Else it is going to return false. You can see it from here. It is saying true. It's saying false. So with that, I conclude with my last session on string. So there are other things that we'll be covering on as well. So thank you and good day, good night. Take care. Bye bye.